Hi there, welcome to Hasbox. Today we're going to talk about how you set up some of your security within Hasbox. So first of all, log in with your email address and your password. This takes you to your profile page. Now if you go up to the left hand side here, just below the round picture, you'll see your name. And if you click on the little arrow beside that, you get the option to change your password, change your security settings, billings and payments, and re-enable the tour. So we're going to look at security settings. Now, like a lot of companies, what we do is we ask you some private questions that only you would know the answers to. If you ever get to a point where we need to verify your identity, then we would be asking you these kind of questions. So you can select from all of these questions. In this instance, I've selected mother's maiden name and we've called it Jones. What's my favourite car? I do actually like Jaguars. And what's my favourite movie? I thought Avatar was a good movie, so I put Avatar in there. So movie selection, car selection. So you can select any of those questions, you name those, and then you need to save that away. Once you've done that, you can then set up two-factor authentication. So to do that, you just click on the little button here. Now, if you're not aware of what two-factor authentication is, there's a few of the FAQs that explain it in more detail. But essentially, you need a password plus another device that gives you a code of some description. So in our case, we use our telephones. So you can download the application here, the Google application for iOS and for Android. And I've done it on I've got an iPhone. And so what happens is you download the application, you then scan in the code, and then that will allow you to get a code every time that you want to log in. So not only will you need your password, you'll also need to provide the code, which changes about every minute. So in order to test this, so I've done this before, I've got the code sitting in front of me now. The code lasts for about a minute each one, and I can see that it's 8635554, so I can now do a test to make sure that that's valid. And there you go, I've got the green thing, and now I've done that. I've now set up two-factor authentication. So every time that I log in, I will need to provide a code plus my password on my login, and it's an extra layer of security that will keep your account secure. You can, going back here, you can change your password. So you'd have to provide the old password and put the new password in. Now you need to read this. We use your password to encrypt everything. So if you at some point in time want to change your password, you can do so, but that means that we've got to re-encrypt all of your files. So it takes a little bit of a time to do that. So it will automatically log you out when you do that. So I can show you how that happens. So let's put in the old password here. That's there, and I'll put in the new password here. And I have to repeat that. And then I save that away. Now this should automatically bounce me out, and I would have to supply the new password to get back in again. So I'll save that away. And as you can see, I've been logged out. Now you remember that we set up two-factor authentication. So that's one of my old logins. We'll log in as P. Stedman again. I now have to provide the new password. But it tells me that I need an authentication code. So I'll put my authentication code in. From my phone, and now I can log in. So there you go, that's a demonstration on how two-factor authentication works. And you have to set up your security questions before we'll allow you to set that up, by the way. And that's it, that just makes your vault a lot more secure. So thank you for listening. Check out the FAQs, they've got much more detail on 2FA and on setting your passwords, etc. And we'll catch you next time. Thank you very much.